Welcome to Few Minutes Dr. Ajay. I am Dr. Ajay Sharma. In the present session of Health and Fitness, I am going to discuss a very important topic related to your health, whether you are ill, whether you are fit, or you are having any post surgical condition. So, you have to increase your activity level, especially when you are diabetic or you are hypertensive. Increasing the physical activity level will certainly improve the improvement in your disease condition. So how to increase your activity level? There are various benefits of physical activity. I can enumerate them. It helps to control your weight, it lowers blood pressure, it lowers harmful LDL cholesterol and triglycerides level, higher healthy HDL cholesterol level. It strengthens your muscles and bones. It reduces the anxiety level which you are carrying with you. It improves the general well-being of any person. So there are added benefits of doing exercises for those who are diabetics. Exercise lowers blood glucose level that is independent of insulin, and it also boosts your body's sensitivity to insulin. That is important because it counters the insulin resistance present in our body. Strength training builds the muscle, and muscle tissue burns more glucose than any other type of the tissues. So, how to increase our activity level? There are various steps we can follow. In first step, the easiest place to begin your exercise is to take a hard look at your current level of physical activity. Start building activity into your day with simple choices like taking the stairs instead of elevator, gardening, housework, and washing the car. These everyday chores will help you to increase your overall activity level and burn your calories. Friends, although these changes may seem very small, when you implement them each and every day, they will add up the benefits every day. The second step is to design a regular exercise plan that suits your lifestyle. To be successful, an exercise plan has to be sustainable. It should not be like that, then you should carry out it for 2-3 days and that you discontinue it. It should be sustainable, something you can stick with over long term. And another very important thing is you can begin by looking at the time slots you have in your day for exercise: before work, at lunch time, and in the evening. And then evaluate the resources you have at your disposal. Another thing you can do is, like for example, does your workplace or senior center have the fitness facilities? If it has got facility, you can utilize it. If this your workplace has no physical exercise or physical activity spaces, you have to access an enclosed, weather safe place to walk. Be creative with your options. Don't assume the only option for exercise is an expensive gym membership. Remember, taking a membership of a gym will cost you something. So please avoid it. Avoid being a member of an expensive gym. I will plan a exercise without a gym as I am suggesting you. Your goal is to create a plan that enables you to get at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activities per week. In a week, you can have 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activities. The targets is already set by the physical activity guidelines for USA from the America by the US Department of Health and Human Services, and this program is a well documented program. It can be applied to any country in India too. The best activity for you may be something as simple as walking. Try adding 30 minutes of walking 5 times per week to your schedule. In addition, the physical activity guidelines recommended 2 strength training sessions per week. Right? Apart from your regular 30 minutes of walking 5 times in a week schedule, you will have at least 2 strength training sessions for your muscles. The combination of aerobic exercises and strength training seems to have the best overall benefits when it comes to reducing insulin resistance and lowering blood sugar levels. Beware, there are some risk in exercises and there are some precautions. Always consult your physician and check your cardiac level, cardiac status. If it permits, then you go for exercise, right? People with diabetic retinopathy, blood vessels abnormality in the eyes of the retina, they should avoid intense resistance exercises such as weightlifting. You have to be very cautious, and these weightlifting can cause a marked increase in the blood pressure, and that might trigger the bleeding within the eyes. That is very important, dear friends. So you should also avoid you should also avoid high impact exercises such as boxing or diving. It should be avoided. People with neuropathy, especially with diabetes, nerve pain or loss of sensation in diabetes, that we call as neuropathy, involvement of the nerves. So people with neuropathy, particularly those who have lost feeling in their feet, should avoid traumatic weight bearing exercises such as long distance running or downhill skiing, because that may cause minor wounds in their feet or extremities that you may not notice, and that may further aggravate the conditions. So those activities could lead to stress fractures in the small bones of the foot or ankle, or pressure ulcers on the toes or feet. So people with neuropathy should avoid all these. Low impact or non weight bearing types of exercises are recommended, such as swimming, yoga, and bicycling are the safe choices for the persons with diabetes. Also, be sure to choose well fitting, protective, and comfortable footwear, especially during the exercises. So, friends, especially for diabetics, be safe, do regular exercises, and be a feeling of fitness in you by increasing moderate level of exercises. Thank you so much.